Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at right now, I'm just laughing because she just literally said a moment ago in the chat that she's following 3 different live streams right now. And a lot of creators do that. This is how some of the people that you seem to see everywhere all the time are able to get this done. My assumption, of course, is they do similar to myself and have a computer. If you're lucky enough to be able to use that for your YouTube time, then you can run strips of Windows very similarly to what you see me almost setting up here like this. You can start to have more and more, I get up to 4 things going at a time on one screen, for instance, right? And Mrs. VSNC09 is somebody that we see every single day. I just wanted to show you them first today. They are literally here every single day for every live stream. I don't know of them missing one time. So I really do appreciate that extra support. And Mrs. VSNC09 is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. On their front page, you can see right front and center, they've got a lot of featured channels there. They're mixing up the videos, live streams, and shorts. When we head over to their videos page, what you'll find is that half of their content, or slightly more, is of royal family coverage. And they do a bit more variety on their channel, so I'll leave it to you to check that out. But when you get there, if you can catch Mrs. VSNC09 for one of the live streams revolving around the royal family, you will find a very engaged conversation happening. They have got a very dedicated and loyal audience, and it grows and grows and grows, and these live streams really have some serious conversation happening. That's very important, because when you engage in conversation in a live stream or a premiere, every message you're sending is sending engagement signals into the algorithm. And, even though the algorithm is smarter than we think it is, and even when I say that, it's smarter than we think it is, because it can determine, human language. It can determine whether you're simply throwing emojis through the chat, or whether you're, completing sentences and paragraphs and things like that. So Mrs. VSNC09 is definitely a channel to watch. I hope everybody will. With over 2,200 subscribers, they're climbing along nicely on the road towards 2,300. Hopefully we'll get them a little bit closer today. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We've got a few names on there already. I am Betty J. Gathers is there. Pardon me, the Stock Explorer and Sparkle's Hope Chest are both members. I know we have a few more people to add to the wheel already. Scratch and PPA and Hilda DC are part of our moderator squad. They are extremely supportive creators, and we're going to look at Scratch and PPA right now while I get some more names onto our wheel and do some introductions. Michael's Adventures is in the house, another one of the most supportive creators that I have met on all of YouTube. We're lucky to have them here, both as a dear friend to myself, but a shining jewel in the Superchat family, and somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. On and off of YouTube, and they're here as a beloved and dedicated moderator as well. And Andre Southgate, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Craig's Outdoor Adventures is with us. Dory UG Media, it's good to have you back. Fanatic Guide, another supportive creator. Much like Gloria's Platter, they support on all of my channels and are here just about every day. John Paul is an 8-year veteran of YouTube. Good to see you in the house again. Mean Tea is here, likely with Queen's Life. Yes, there they are. That's a mother and son combination with separate channels. Michael Vlogs, good to see you in the house as well. Miss Canadian Scrapper, I actually caught this morning, if I remember right, with the Stock Explorer just a couple of hours ago on a live stream. The Stock Explorer always has panelists. Now, I know the Stock Explorer thanked me for coming in today, so it is always my pleasure to catch them. I actually sent them an IG message this morning to say, hey, what time are you going to be on? And just as I sent that message, the thing came up I don't use my notifications. Pardon me, Scratch and PPA. I'm going to come right back. But what I do is when I'm on YouTube, I go to my subscriptions tab like this. I'm almost always on a computer. I do the same thing on a phone if I have to be on a phone. And then I see who's live, and then I start jumping in places as much as I can. But that's an idea of how that works. I had seen the Stock Explorer pop up. They seem to still be live right now, which is cool. Needs Watches is here. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. We always put our members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, or as soon as one of the moderators reminds me that I've missed them. Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. I was looking for you yesterday. It was just a little bit long, I suppose, but hopefully we'll get to your channel today. Prepper for Life is a longtime friend. Repurpose My Way, it's good to see you back. Robert Mack in Asia does a lot of live streaming along their travels. Thank you for coming back in. They've been with Superchat from the beginning. Sweet Pea Sid's Inspirations, it's good to see you here. Forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time with Superchat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Edna's World, good to see you in the house as well. I Need Coffee 33 is here. Andre Southgate, I think I welcomed you. I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it, but I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. This is Scratch and PPA, one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. They are, to say the least, a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family. One of the things that made me laugh today was I saw a tweet from a creator. Now, there's a couple people out there, and what they do is they tag Tuberchat in every single thing that they ever share. It doesn't help, I promise you. It doesn't make me watch anything. But I understand why people might do that. So here's the mentality, and I'll get to why Scratch and Pete is a part of this. When you ask Taylor Swift why she's so successful, she does not say, because I put the hashtag Rihanna beside every title of my records and that makes people watch. It's not the way that works. But because people do that, I noticed that people are starting to do that to Scratch and Pete as well. Because he's here with Tuberchat every single day, and I often get messages from people, whether it's comments on the channel or private messages that say like, "Hey, Kevin and Pete," which is really cool. So it I bring that up so that you can get an idea of how much of a part of the Tuberchat family Scratch and PPA is, and so far beyond that. He's a dear friend to me, but has been an extremely generous, loyal, dedicated supporter to so many people for so long. And what this turns into actually is a rush and flood of support that comes back for Scratch and PPA in his premieres that run every Tuesday. They're always at exactly the same time. This creator understands consistency more than most, and every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, a video comes up. I don't think he's missed a week in the last year and almost a half, not even by 15 minutes. And you can see one of the fastest chats that you'll ever see on YouTube when you follow Scratch and PPA and catch him on one of these premieres. It is very fast-paced, very high energy, a lot of fun to be a part of. And what you'll find in the video series is a really interesting way to marry in the outside social networks like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so that you can vote on the content of next week's video. So I hope everybody will follow Scratch and PPA if you haven't already. He's got almost 1,100 subscribers. We'd love to get him a little bit closer. He's willing to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours. So if anybody here would like to do that, just please simply say, "I am willing to swap playlists" in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And if anybody has the time to simply run a playlist for somebody this week, then I hope that you will consider. Scratch and PPA is getting very close to his watch hours. My understanding is that Michael's Adventures is not going to be too far along either. I can't believe, I have several accounts, some that I've made just for running playlists and things like that. And I have, just for what I believe is the first time, seen an ad on Michael's Adventures videos. I don't think I've seen one on Scratch and PPAs. Now, often I'm running playlists, so I'm not sitting beside them. I actually do that on another device. I'm usually not right beside it. But I did happen to notice it yesterday, so that's something else. But hopefully, well, both of these creators will be monetized soon enough. So, Scratch and PPA, if you follow him, like I said, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, you will catch the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video, and I hope that you will, because it sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. You'll notice this glitch. I always have my reminders on. Scratch and PPA almost always sets up his premieres on Saturday, and when it's in the featured square here, I just have to continuously hit that reminder. Doesn't matter, I'm always there anyway. So pardon me just for a second, and then we'll get to our next channel. I also know I'm way behind in the chat. Forgive me, one creator asked whereabouts am I in Canada. I'm close to Niagara Falls, about an hour and a half away from Toronto, and I see a lot more creators have come into the chat. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Jamie Hart, good to see you here. Professional Paranormal Research, good to see you in the house. Forgive me for not being sure if this might be your first time with Tuber Chat today, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Grace Gathu, good to see you here. Dine with Sonia, always good to have you in the house. And Love to Travel with Wave, always good to see you. They are extremely supportive. I run into them constantly. Makeup Mom and Son and Hilda DC were both on with the Stock Explorer this morning. It's good to see you here. Makeup Mom and Son is here as a moderator and a gold member, so we see that channel every single day. In the slides that we run at the beginning of the live stream, as well as the middle and end, and their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I'm trying to catch up a little bit. If I've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And right now we're looking at the Gaming Ham. So this is another creator who happens to be a member. We always put the members on the wheel right away. I just added Frasball Collects and Corinne's Life, who is here as a moderator and a member. And the Gaming Ham is an interesting name for a channel. Now, this creator is here with us almost I think they're actually here every single day. But they have 164 subscribers right now. We're hoping to push them a little bit closer towards the 200 that they're thinking about. They often bring us gameplay. They've just mixed it up because they were bringing us a lot of Mass Effect, and now they've moved over to Marvel's Adventures. I'm sure they're going to continue, or sorry, my dear goodness, Marvel's Avengers. And then hopefully we'll see some more variety from this creator. But it's an interesting name because while they bring us video gameplay here on their channel, they also are an advocate for the amateur radio community, lovingly known as ham radio, and therefore the name The Gaming Ham is what they have for their channel, which is really cool. Oh yeah, Craig's Outdoor Adventures. Memberships are not allowed on iOS or on iPhones and tablets. What am I thinking of? iPad, because the Apple takes a percentage of everything that gets donated, whether it's super chats or memberships, on an iOS device. And for super chats and things like that, Google raises the price an extra almost 30%, 30, 31, 32% because of that. And you see that, but memberships they don't allow because the fees are just way too severe. So they don't allow it. So memberships are also not available in every country. So they have to be done on either a computer or an Android device or something of that type, something other than a iPhone or iPad. Should be able to do it with a Mac if you happen to be on one, but Those kinds of things are absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated when they do come through. I always appreciate the thought, but every moment that everybody spends here, every share, every thumbs up, and every chat message really does help. I appreciate all of those as much. So, Hilda DC is coming up next. Let's see what she's got going on her channel. She is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She's been a member of our moderator squad for quite some time now. And what you'll find on her channel is a lot of variety. Phenomenal Royalty King, not sure if I welcomed you, but good to see you here. Queen's Life, sorry, thank you. I know you sent a super chat. Thank you for that. I almost missed that. But for that reason, I should have put Queen's Life up right away. So forgive me for that fumble there. But Queen's Life will be the next channel that we look at before I spin the wheel again, and I'll put Mean Tea up at the same time. That's a mother and son combination. Again, forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If you don't mind, just please be patient with me. Mention it again with 3 thumbs up. I should catch it the next time around. Phyllis Brown is here. They're a member, so I'll add them onto the wheel right away. And Hilda DC, what I was going to say, in her content, what you will find is a lot of challenges lately. Almost like a mukbang style video, but she is bringing us different types in varieties of different foods and products, and there's a lot more variety on this channel as well, but that's what you'll find most of all. She mixes up the premieres and live streams. She does a lot of shorts videos as well. Some of those have got some serious action also, but one of the things that you'll notice more than anything else on Hilda DC's channel is that she is constantly putting out positivity and motivation. They are in the form of positive affirmations, both on the screen in special effects when she's got her videos running, or from the creator herself, not to mention even she's got the robots working on it as well in the chat, which is really cool to see. So she has built up quite an unbelievably loyal and dedicated community around her channel, and you'll see that when you can join her for a live stream or a premiere. A very busy chat, very much engaged, and some of her live streams, as you can see, go on for 4 or 5 hours. She hops in on panels with other creators, and a lot of people hop in with her as well. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when you get there, including super chats and memberships, as you can see. So let's look now at Queen's Life. Thank you one more time for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. And so for that reason, we're looking at this channel right away. Queen's Life is also mom to Mean Tea, who is here in the chat with us just about every single day. Both of these creators are actually. Queen's Life brings us pure variety on their channel. They've mixed up a few live streams lately. Sorry, they're not live streams. They're long videos. I've said that twice now. When I see anything that's 5 hours long, I always automatically say live stream. But you can see there are streams, because we see when it actually says that it's a stream. These are just long videos, but those are great that you've got so much variety going on as well. Queen's Life is incredibly supportive and always spreads positivity and motivation as well, so I hope you'll enjoy that kind of support coming from her when you connect with her. We don't have a sub count on this channel right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more. We just want to do as much as we possibly can to push each other along. So next we're going to look at Mean Tea. Now this is an official artist channel. You can tell that from the music note here. We've got a few of those in the Superchat family as well. You'll notice that the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. That's all on a separate official artist channel that you'll find both on our homepage or having a link drop through the chat every 30 minutes or so. So Mean Tea, as an official artist channel, is bringing us a variety of audio and video gameplay here. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And like I said, they're here just about every single day. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. Another channel without a sub count, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone. We know that Queen's Life is getting close to 2,000, but that's just because they told me that outside. Anybody can reach out to me anytime on Instagram, that's where I'm most often found. I'm on that thing all day. And then, of course, Facebook is something I've been on for a long time. Twitter, occasionally. But I'm there too. I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with. But I do appreciate when creators share with me lessons learned along the way or things that they've noticed both here in TuberChat and out in the YouTube streets, if we want to call it that. We love sharing information here in TuberChat while we're live streaming so that everybody can discuss different things in the chat, and then we can all make better decisions for our channels and our videos. Craig's Outdoor Adventures, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. And actually, there's a message for everybody to go and run Pete's playlist. Yes, I hope everybody will get behind our moderators. Most of them are monetized right now, but Scratch and Pete PA and Michael's Adventures both have monetization on the horizon. The light is definitely there, and the tunnel is not so big anymore. So hopefully we'll get there soon enough. And Mean Tea is working on another album, which is great. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Ace Flaw 1 is here. Sean the Great Gamer, good to see you back. I know you caught us right at the end of the live stream yesterday, but thank you so much. And Corinne's Life is up right now. Now, she is here both as a moderator and a member, and this is somebody who's been a dear friend for a very long time. She, again, is somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than she expects to receive. This is the kind of generosity that I see in all of our moderators here. Every moderator that you see in the chat when we're live streaming is a dear friend of mine and somebody who has gone far over and above repeatedly to help others, and that's one of the reasons why they were approached about moderating. But Corinne's Life has been with us even as a moderator and a member for what's getting on a year and a half now. I think it said the other day 18 or 19 months, something like this. And with 1,800 subscribers right now, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,900 she'll be thinking about. Her channel encompasses everything that is Corinne's life. So this can go from vlogs and daily life to random live streams. She often hops in on other people's StreamYard. She often has people on with her. She will always allow and encourage people to connect, whether it's in a premiere or a live stream. She gives us a behind-the-scenes look at her life and her home life, and then as well, she is a small business owner, and Lighthouse and Anchor Designs is the name of the company that she runs that provides merchandise like hats, t-shirts, mugs, these tumblers, vinyl stickers, Christmas ornaments, and just about anything that can be printed. So it's great that we have somebody who is such a great friend that can be so supportive. We can learn from this creator and then also use them as a resource when it's time to think about merchandise. It's another way to monetize your business or YouTube channel, and you've seen her merchandise popping up throughout the YouTube streets, including from TuberChat, who has ordered merchandise from Corinne's Life. So again, forgive me if I'm missing anything in the chat that anybody has meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. You can see that Corinne's Life, of course, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when you get there, including super chats and memberships. Let's look at Needs Watches right now. It says needs watchers. That's interesting. You got to spell things properly. I make a lot of spelling mistakes, but it's okay. We sort that out afterwards. Needs Watches is here with 878 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. They happen to be a member, so we added them onto the wheel as soon as I saw them on in the chat. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Thank you, Minty, for reminding everybody to share. If you haven't already and you have the ability, I'll appreciate it, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network. It helps get a couple more people into TuberChat today and could see this live stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. Matthew Binney, VHS Video World and more. Good to see you in the house. I believe you've been here once before, but hopefully you're feeling welcome and ready to meet new friends either way. Jotty TV, good to see you in the house. So, yeah, you're new to TuberChat. Now, everywhere on YouTube, they've been purging, right? This has been going on aggressively for about a year and a half now. So Superchat loses subscribers just like everybody else does, but you will notice as I put channels on the screen, if they've ever been here before, nobody ever loses Superchat. And the lesson that I wish for everybody to grab behind that is just the fact that I connect in exactly the way that we describe here every time, whether I'm here in Superchat or whether I'm outside in somebody else's premiere live stream. I tend not to fish, so when I'm out in other people's streams, I do say hello to everybody, but I don't try to get people to connect. Usually the name Superchat Connect and Grow entices the kind of people who want to do that kind of thing anyway. They usually reach out to me first, but either way I connect right away. We don't wait, we don't do anything out of order. What you'll find is in the video descriptions you will see our procedure, which involves heading to a channel after starting a conversation with a creator, like Needs Watches here. What I would do is reach out. You have to remember that 60 or 70% of people could be on phones. And if they are on a phone, they could very easily be out watching other people's videos and coming back into Superchat repeatedly. It's very easy to miss messages. But once you've got somebody's attention, let them know that you are intending on connecting. You can head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long, better if it's 4, 5, 6, or 7 minutes, and then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. That should make the connection stick. You come back into the chat, let them know that you've connected. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. Now, what you'll find here in Superchat is that most of the people who've been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat first, for exactly the reason that we worry about with subscriptions not sticking and things like that. People are always watching what everybody's saying in the chat so that they can make a judgment call as to whether you're more interested in your own channel or supporting others. That gives them an idea as to whether you might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they connect. So it's just something to think about. I also recommend keeping track of everybody you're connecting with here in Superchat or anywhere at all, whether it's on an app or a piece of paper or something like that. And what that will do is within the next 24 to 48 hours, if YouTube purges and you find yourself going through a bit of a loss, you can go back to those channels. See, first of all, if you're still subscribed to them, because if you're not, you might have to step up your own connection game. And if you are able to, you can go through their subscriptions. If they're public, you can see if you're in there, and then you can reach out to the creator, hopefully with patience and politeness, and let them know that they need to reconnect. But what you'll find more than anything else is that when YouTube does purge like that, they're usually taking away older connections to replace the new ones that you're making. And the numbers in the YouTube studio are always inaccurate. If you want to ask me why on earth that is, your guess is as good as mine. Now, since none of us are YouTube engineers, I don't know if I'd even believe one if they were to tell me, because, you know, YouTube always says, we don't take subscribers away. If you lose a subscriber, it's because they unsubscribed. But you can't explain that when we have creators that, you know, lose 50 to even 100. Even I've had a channel, and there's a big long story for the reason for it, where I've lost like 200 in a week or more, and I know people who've lost thousands. Now that's because of growing too fast, but there's big reason for that. But there, with all these different things, you know, it just means that we have to do as much as we possibly can for others while we're connecting. Of course, everybody's free to do much more than I talk about here. I mentioned watching a 3-minute video, but you can watch 3 videos. You can watch as many as you want. I often put extra videos in my watch later list and let that run to give YouTube a signal to say, hey, I want to watch this creator's content and I intend to be subscribed to them. You can always leave longer comments than I talk about. I recommend putting the thumbs up and the bell on for every creator, and you see me do it. If I was to show you my notifications, you know, it stops at 9 on the computer here, but you'll see that if I ever take a day off from hitting my notifications on my phone on Superchat, I get over 200 a day from creators. Purple Tube is in the house. Good to see you here. They do pure variety, but they enjoy helping people with YouTube as well. Painting with Squirrels, good to see you in the house. Might be your first time here, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but we met in Stock Explorers live stream just a couple of hours ago, so thank you for coming over. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Healthy G Mom and Charlene Heel are both members. They're here in the chat. I got them onto the wheel already. I Am Betty J Gathers is on the screen right now. We'll talk about that channel in a quick moment. And then as well, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know Cabarar Gaming came in. It's always good to see you here. They're extremely supportive. They have 2 channels, and they come in to give us an extra thumbs up every time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. I see that Jamie Hart has just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra support and your kind words in the chat as well for everybody. For that reason, we're going to make your channel the next one that we look at before I spin the wheel again. The wheel, of course, is open to everybody, but in the case of members, we put them on the wheel right away. In the case of super chatters, we put them on the screen right away. So for that reason, right after Jamie Hart, Healthy G Mom has dropped a super sticker as well. They happen to be a member, so they were already on the wheel, but we're going to speed that up for them, and they will be up right after Jamie Hart. Right now we're looking at I Am Betty J Gathers, and this is a creator who's here with us every single day, and they are also a member, so they were put on the wheel right away. Diva Divine Light, thank you so much for that extra super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel is going to be next up after Healthy G Mom before we start spinning the wheel again, but we'll get back to that shortly. And as we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll add some more creators as we need them. What you'll notice is Diva Divine Light has now taken the Stream Boss position. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, and the very last person to knock the life out becomes the next stream boss. Thank you so much, Scratch and PPA. I don't know why I missed that. Craig's Outdoor Adventures dropped a super chat on us. Forgive me, I'm not sure whether I caught that and mentioned it and didn't put you up on the screen yet, or if I missed it altogether. I think Scratch and PPA tried to reach out to me for something else as well. Maybe I'm mistaken. Forgive me, everybody. I'm behind in the chat today. My speeches are getting long today again. But Craig's Outdoor Adventures, thank you so much. He's done that before. My mistake was that he actually dropped that right before Jamie's Heart a while ago. So we've got a little bit of list to get through with a few channels. I really do appreciate all this extra support from everyone. Craig's Outdoor Adventures will be up next. Jamie Hart will be right after that. Healthy G Mom and Diva Divine Light, who is now our stream boss. They'll get some extra exposure for that right there. So thank you, everybody, for that. Got to get a better webcam. I'm just using the camera off the iMac. It should be clear. The computer is only a year old. It shouldn't be too terrible. And it's the least important part of the stream anyway. I'm just here to talk for 2 hours while we're all connecting. Burendian Traveler, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Prepper for Life, thank you so much. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. They've actually been a long time friend to Tuber Chat. That was Kitty Mom Adventure. Adventures with a reset and restart to their channel. I Am Betty J Gathers is sitting at 199 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe up and over the 200 that they're thinking about. Whenever we hit a milestone like that, we want to aim a little bit higher. Keep working on your channel. Try to get to 205 or 210. And the reason why is because with all this purging that we keep talking about, we know YouTube is going to play games with our numbers. They take our subs, our views, our likes, even our thumbs down disappear after a couple of days in a lot of cases. So we just want to do as much as we can to support each other. But if you can get a little bit farther than the milestone you're working on, you can ensure that if YouTube does play games with your numbers, you're able to stay and not slip below. Hope Bus, forgive me, I did see you earlier. That's a neighbor. They live literally like 20 minutes away from me in the next town over. It's great to see you in the chat again. I haven't been out. I was going to stream yesterday, and God had a discussion with me through the internet and said, no, you're not going out. You're not doing it. So for some reason, everything in the world went wrong right before I was about to start my stream yesterday. So I said, okay, I'm just not going to do it. So hopefully next weekend I'll get back out. We'll see. Outlaw Creative, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I Am Betty J Gathers is trying to motivate us with positivity when it comes to healthy living. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Betty J Gather. She always gives us a push to get extra thumbs up, and I really do appreciate that. John Paul, find it hard to get more views on videos. And that's something, I think we all struggle with. Everybody wishes they had more. But if you can put out one quality piece of content per week as a minimum, and if you're not there yet, just please get there as quick as you can, that's enough to make your channel grow. You will gain subscribers, you will get views, and they will grow, be it that it could be slow. It's different for everybody, right? The things we do here in Superchat speed that up. What you'll find is that once you've connected with a lot of different creators who have the same mentality that we do here about giving much more than they expect to receive, these are people who will go over and above to give you better comments, longer views, good retention, possibly swap playlists with you, and show up for most of what you're going to do from now on. You'll find that your views will grow for that reason, not to mention a lot of creators do a lot of sharing on different social networks and community tabs and stuff like that. If anybody here has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, LinkedIn, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Superchat right now and could see this live stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. This is Craig's Outdoor Adventures. They dropped a Superchat on us. Forgive me for missing that. Again, I don't know why I did that, but luckily Scratch and PPA was able to catch that. This is an example of how, moderators, I take it extremely seriously. Luckily, our moderators here do as well. Hopefully they have fun while they're watching the chat, but Scratch and PPA is somebody who truly has my back and catches a lot of my mistakes to keep the chat rolling and keep everything going as it should. And Craig's Outdoor Adventures, even I struggle with that as much as you would expect. While Superchat is probably out doing videos all the time, I'm always behind on my personal channel. I run channels for others. I consult for others. And, here on Superchat, we stream 10 hours a week. And I'm constantly letting everybody know that they need to be consistent. But I find myself falling behind all the time. Anubis Black Games, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin. Sorry, we're not going to spin. We're going to spin in a while. Jamie Hart is coming up next. Craig's Outdoor Adventures, thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Forgive the bad job I'm doing of actually talking about the channels that are on the screen right now. I like to think I do a better job most of the time, but because our speeches are long today, these channels are getting a little bit of extra time. I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit because we've been on for about 45 minutes already. We're usually here 2 to 2.5 hours, so we have a long way to go. We're going to try to get to everybody's channel, but we will certainly get to as many as we possibly possibly can. Vibes with the Thompson family, good to see you here. They've been a longtime friend of Superchat as well. Right now we're looking at Jamie Hart, 381 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Fanatic Guide does a great job. They're talking about possibly falling behind, but as long as I've known Fanatic Guide, which is well over a year now, maybe longer, that they've got a lot of consistency, much more than once a week on average. Often they're posting every day, which is really, really cool. Now, I find if you're somebody who posts once a week and that's it, that's enough to make your channel grow. But if you take a week off, what I find for myself and any channels that I run, when we take a week off, it takes a month to get the momentum back to where it was. So it's something to consider. But in the case of somebody like Fanatic Guide, while it might be true, only they're going to know on their own channel, because they post so frequently, it shouldn't hurt as bad to miss a couple of days when you're used to posting almost every day. And then, thank you so much, Craig's Outdoor Adventures. Jamie Hart, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but I'm just going to take your latest video, add that into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind with you. And as I get to know your content, every time you're here, I should be promoting your channel a little bit better. You can hear the stories that I tell about creators that are here all the time. The Furious Futurist, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Thank you for the kind words. Everybody here will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Matthew Binney is actually from Australia. Interesting. We have a few people from Australia here. And Healthy G-Mom is up on the screen right now. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll hopefully catch it the next time around. Miss 80s, Movies and Music, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I do love retro stuff, so I'm sure we're going to enjoy your channel. Hopefully you're feeling welcome also. Stell Sweet Cuisine, good to see you here. And again, for anybody that is brand new to Superchat today, or if you haven't been here many times before, just please check out our video description. It describes exactly how we connect and how you can get the most value out of your time here in Superchat. So Chris's Clever Craft has walked in the door. They are another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. To say the least. Chris's Clever Craft brings fun everywhere that they go, including here in Superchat. They've actually got a few channels, but I've got them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. Burundian Traveler. So our instructions are always in the video description, but if you wanted to connect with somebody like Healthy G-Mom here, then what I would suggest is starting a conversation. Reach out to people one by one. Literally, Healthy G-Mom, hello, how are you, right? And then they'll respond, and once you know that you've got their attention, then you can let them know that you want to connect. We often say things like, I'm going to head to your house, I'm going to give you a package. I'll explain what that means. What you do is visit their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long, better if it's even longer, 4, 5, 6, or 7 minutes. And then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. Should be 3 or 4 sentences. You don't want to say nice vid or new friend from Superchat or hi fam or any of that stuff, because when you say something that hundreds of other people might be saying, your comments can get held for review, and that's a big indicator that your connection could be lost. So you want to make your comments always unique, always related to the content of the video. When we say I've been to your house and left a package, that's what we mean. I've been to your channel, watched a video, and left you a comment. That allows the other creator to easily find your comment, click right on it. They can get right to your channel and start supporting you as well. So while you're there, you give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as you see me do for all creators. Once you're done, you come back into the chat, let them know that you've done that. and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you right away. You can see that Healthy G-Mom is also motivating us with healthy living. They have got super chats and memberships available on their channel when we get there. So thank you again, Healthy G-Mom, for your super chat, and again to Craig's Outdoor Adventures and Jamie Hart. And for the same reason, Diva Divine Light is up now. They gave us a super chat as well, so we're putting that channel up on the screen right away. I see that Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm just going to add them onto the wheel right away. Now, the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. In the case of members, we put them on the wheel right away. In the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away. But it is open to everybody, and over time, we will start adding names from our chat list when we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel, and then we will get through as many channels as we can today. Now, Diva Divine Light, I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to go through your videos. You've been doing a ton of live streaming many times a week, as I can see. So what I'm going to do is take this hour-and-a-half playlist, or replay here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up playlist. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my catch-up list at some point, hopefully in the next 24 hours. That'll get me caught up with your channel and make sure I don't fall too far behind, and we can see a lot of variety on this channel, including members only videos, because they are fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them, including memberships and super chats when we get there. They've got 1,450 or so subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 1,500 that will see them halfway towards 2K. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see who is coming up next. Sparkle's Hope Chest has been in the chat for a while. They're also a member. I always have an interesting story to tell from them. Now, they have another Pure Variety channel, and they give us a great look at the creator behind that channel. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Sparkle's Hope Chest, like I said, brings us Pure Variety. They have many series on their channel. Most notably right now is the Motel Life series. They always give us a great look at the creator behind the channel, which I really enjoy in all cases. But as well, they collaborate when they can. You'll notice in their featured channels list here, Wolfsbear Productions is first. That's actually the daughter of Sparkle's Hope Chest in real life. And these two creators run separate channels with separate varieties in content, but they do collaborate when they can, which is really, really cool. They usually put 2 videos up every time they do, 1 on each channel. And it's a wonderful thing to see how much these two creators happen to support each other and always have. So Sparkle's Hope Chest right now has 376 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit closer towards the 400 they're thinking about. And when we look at Wolfsbear Productions, we find a truck driver that takes us along, not just on their routes and their travels, but to destinations. They often go off-route, and they give us another incredible look at their home life and the creator behind the channel as well. They determined the other day that half of their videos are featuring their furry friend Jester, but they also do great with series as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find with Wolfsbear Productions. And when I say variety, there really is just about everything under the sun when it comes to these different creators' channels. Wolfsbear Productions will bring you unboxing videos, collaborations with other creators like Brenda Davis and Sparkle's Hope Chest, and then as well, like I said, they take us on their travels to destinations. They do diamond painting and all kinds of different things. So I hope you'll enjoy that. They are an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Wolfsbear Productions happens to be a gold member, which means that we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. We're starting to move faster through channels now, so we will get to many much faster soon enough. It's going to be time for me to add some names to our wheel from our chat list soon. Ali's Craft Pursuits is up here right now. They also happen to be a member, so they were added right away. And Ali's Craft Pursuits is another creator who's bringing us some variety in among their crafting videos. Thank you so much, Hope Bus. I hope to see you again very soon. And we're still waiting for that good weather so we can get up to Niagara on the lake, but hopefully it won't be too long from now. Pardon me, the Mountain Martins are in the house. Good to see you here as well. And John H. Shelton is in the house. That's another member, so we'll get them onto the wheel. And when we look at Ali's Craft Pursuits, we see that they are mixing up the shorts, the videos, the streams, and they are doing a lot of gameplay lately as well. I'm just going to see. I'm not behind with you right now, so that's okay, but you see a lot of variety on this channel, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Ali's Craft Pursuits also tweets for us often. Lots of creators do that. Anybody who tweets or retweets for Superchat gets added into our Twitter list with Ali's Craft Pursuits and about 130 other creators. And the idea there, of course, is that you're active in the Superchat community, and if you're also active on Twitter and enjoy sharing videos for others, you'll likely find some friends to trade favors with over there and find some outside traffic coming in for your YouTube videos and channels as well. Oh, Jamie Hart's just across the border in upper state New York, close to Niagara. Very cool. I've been over there many times, and hopefully not too long from now we'll end up crossing the border again. I'd love to go down and meet some friends that are in New York State. We have a lot, or from anywhere around, really. We'll have to start planning some trips and meetups and stuff like that soon enough. The border's starting to get a little more relaxed, and that should continue in the coming months, hopefully. Evelyn Sasanga, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Charlene Heal is here. She is a powerhouse of energy and positivity and motivation. She brings that everywhere she goes. On her channel, you'll find natural healing, coaching, and transformation, along with the positivity and motivation that I talk about. But she also brings that outside, both here in Superchat and everywhere that I run into her. She's one of these creators who seems to be everywhere all the time, like you've heard me describe, and that is because when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams for other creators, I run into Charlene Heal regularly, and she's always bringing that same positivity. The Mountain Martins. I've been to Kentucky once, and we've got some friends there as well. So I'd love to eventually be able to make it that far as well. Perhaps one of these days we can make some kind of a trip where we do almost like a tour or something like that. It's more of an idea than a reality right this second, but we'll see. We'll see what happens this year. We'll see what happens in the coming months. I'd love to get that done. John Paul says they're in Niagara Falls all the time. I haven't been out streaming. On my personal channel, I like to do outdoor live streams, usually once a week in Niagara Falls, and I was going to do it yesterday, and everything in the world went wrong with the internet and everything else, so I just didn't bother. I might go out next week, but it is a gorgeous city. It's known as the honeymoon capital of the world, and it's a big tourist destination as well. So it shouldn't be too difficult to get a few people to come and meet us here as well. Faye Blatcher's in the house. They happen to be a member, so we're going to get them onto the Wheel of Doom right now. And John H. Shelton just dropped a super chat on us. He's done that many times before. For that reason, we're going to make his channels the next ones that we look at before we spin the wheel again. Outgoing Azzy's in the house. Good to see you here. Camp Silky, thank you for coming back in. And Charlene Heal has a second channel. I'm just going to show that to you quickly. Business Services and Opportunities. And when we look this channel up, we will find the same kind of motivation and positivity that Charlene Heal always brings us, along with opportunities to build wealth. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. Now, John H. Shelton just dropped a super chat on us, so we'll see what they have got going on their channels for today. Their main channel here is getting dangerously close to 4,000 subscribers, so you can bet there's much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. John H. Shelton has been a dear friend, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. They've done at least one, and I feel like it's two, shout-out videos for Superchat, as a matter of fact. I don't want to fall behind, so I'm going to take your Cuphead video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. that will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. You can see that on their main channel they're fully monetized, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at John H. Shelton extras and bits, we see another channel from the same creator who's climbing along nicely. They're getting very close to 900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on this channel as well. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And we'll spin. We'll get to Phyllis Brown now. She happens to be a member as well, so we got her onto the wheel as soon as I saw her in the chat. I can see that it's time for me to start adding names from our chat list, so I'll get to that in another second here. Rusty Rambles, good to see you. Rusty's Rambles, sorry, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I feel like you've been here once before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm just getting a couple of names onto our wheel, and professional paranormal research is coming up next onto the wheel of doom, along with John Paul, who might be doing a meetup in Guelph at some point, if I read that right. And one more channel for now before we think about spinning the wheel. We'll talk about Phyllis Brown for a second. Phenomenal Royalty King is on the wheel right now. Phyllis Brown brings us Pure Variety. This is another creator who's out there supporting a lot of other creators. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly. They're here with Tuber Chat frequently. Life Coaching with Tammy, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Phyllis Brown is another creator. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. So we just want to do as much as we possibly can to push each other along. We know that this creator has well over 500 because they've got their community tab there. Oh yeah, professional paranormal research. It takes a long time. I have a robot called Botissimo, and that robot helps me determine the order in which channels get onto the wheel. And it's based not only on how long you're here, but also how much you're interacting with other creators. So I know it's not 100% fair, just because some people are on a phone. It's a little more difficult than on a computer. But for the most part, we get an idea. And I do put as many channels on the screen as we can every day. It might be interesting for you to know that over 100 channels on average come through Tuber Chat every single day, sometimes many more. And anywhere from 5 to 10 of those channels are brand new every single day as well. So there's lots of new people to meet here every single time that you're here. Frasball Collects just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. They happen to be a member, but we're going to speed things up and make that one the next one that we look at right now. If anybody in the house has the ability to share this live stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people here into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as well as today. Frasball Collects has 217 subscribers. They are bringing us a look at collectible numismatic coins. Forgive me, I fumbled the entire description of this channel yesterday because I got you confused with another one. We had a few coin collecting channels come into Tuber Chat all at the same time just a couple of weeks ago, but Frasball Collects has already shown to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, so I hope everybody will connect with them. With 217 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. Theta Eisenberg, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Michael's Adventures topped off the 100th like yesterday. See, that's the thing you can notice. We don't hit 100 likes every single day. It's almost every day. For those, I'm grateful. I really do appreciate every thumbs up. We all know that they matter. But not everybody remembers all the time. And you will find in your premieres, in your videos, in your live streams, when you forget to remind everybody to give that thumbs up, you'll see that they don't come through at the same high ratio. This is why we always remind each other. And I'll tell you right now, especially when I'm on a phone, even I have to be reminded, sometimes on a computer, because if I hop into a video or a live stream, especially if it's already running like a premiere, then you might get like drawn right into the content and just forget right away. Not to mention we're always saying hello to each other in the premieres and chats and things like that. And I find myself double and triple checking. Usually when somebody drops a couple of thumbs up or reminds everybody in the chat, that's a signal. Even I double check that I give that thumbs up. I'm sure I do it 99% of the time. But I appreciate it from everybody. I also notice on Superchat when I mention it less, we don't get quite as many based on the number of people who are here, but it's always around 100 these days. So I'm very grateful for that. We're doing great today. What we're going to do right now is spin the wheel. We're going to see who's coming up next. Woman Outdoors, thank you for coming in. I'm going to get your channel right onto our Wheel of Doom. But we're going to go right now for about 3 minutes. When we get back, we're going to look at the Stock Explorer. Nyambura Mwangi is in the house, and I see that Paralife TV Life as a Paraplegic is here as well. Thank you both for coming in. And Rusty's Rambles was talking about finding a 1964 quarter. While I don't know enough about the actual circulation of legal tender that went on, especially in the United States up until that point, silver right now seems to be up. I do somewhat follow the idea of precious metals. I find investing interesting. I try to stay up on a little bit of it at least, especially when it comes to crypto, even stocks now. The Stock Explorer helps with that. Precious metals are always something that I think about, but I did not know until we started the Tuber Chat live streams and we started having some channels come through and talk about this stuff. Pardon me, I either didn't know or didn't remember the fact that some old legal tender is actually made of silver. Very valuable very valuable now. So my assumption would be that if you find a quarter or those 50-cent pieces or silver dollars and things like that, or anything else that was made of silver, it will be worth much more than its face value today. Now, I could be wrong. I'm certainly not an authority, but I'm glad we have some channels in the Tuber Chat family to help us learn about this stuff as well. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Scratch and Pete PA caught the mic. I constantly forget to turn this mic off now, and then Makeup Mom and Sons reminded me to turn it back on, because you can't believe how many times I forgot to turn the mic back on after we went on a break like that, and I end up talking to nothing. Nobody can hear anything, and it gets to be like 30 seconds or a minute before I read the chat and actually notice, and then I have to repeat everything that I've mentioned. Derek's Journey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And John Paul wants to build up your members. It builds over time. If I'm not sure if you mean subscribers or if you're talking about members as in like everybody who's got a green sticker here, like Faye Blatcher, Chris's Clever Craft, Stock Explorer, and others. Members, you'll find come and go. It does build up over time. But people get memberships for many different reasons, right? You have to think about what you're going to offer, if that's the case, if you're talking about actually memberships on your channel. Harslan Dem, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when you think about memberships, you think about the promises that you're going to make to people and the fact that you need to be able to come through with those things. But I have found over the last long while, because Tuber Chat's been monetized for 1.5 years now, and I've actually monetized many other channels, and I was able to get a little bit of practice run in when it comes to memberships and the things that go along with those before having to deal with them here in Tuber Chat. So I was able to put some consideration into it before it started. But you'll find that sometimes people give you a membership instead of a super chat, right? So they're just there for the month or whatever, because psychologically you can imagine how excited a host gets when somebody gets a membership as opposed to a super chat, even though they're both very exciting. And I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm just saying this is the way I think might go through some people's minds, right? So some people get a membership for that reason. If you're going to give a $5 super chat or a $5 membership, it's the same amount of money. The creator gets the same amount in the end, but the psychological impact of both is different. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying it could be a thought, but I'm not sure if that's what you meant. Thank you so much, Jamie Hart. I really do appreciate your extra support. So hopefully we'll see you again maybe as early as tomorrow. We're back 3 hours earlier than today. But we've only been on for just over an hour. We've still got at least an hour to go. We've got a Tiny Desk concert that will come up from Emotion today in about an hour and 15 minutes. So we'll get as many channels on the screen as we can between now and then. I will leave this live stream running right up until that live stream starts from our dear friend Emotion, and then as well you'll be able to meet more friends and family members over there. The Stock Explorer brings us level-headed and down-to-earth information when it comes to companies and the products behind them when we make considerations for both the stock market and crypto, and they mix up the shorts, the videos, and live streams to bring us a wide variety of different types of information that all accent each other, and they start with beginner tutorials, everything from the fundamentals to advanced concepts like puts, calls and options trading, and then of course I'm sure they're going to get into NFTs, and they talk about stock splits and all the different aspects of stock investing. So I hope you'll join them. Sometimes in their live streams they have charts and graphs to show us. Sometimes they have product in hand to really give us an idea of why some of the companies might make the moves that they expect, and they're very open and forward about their own portfolio as well. I was lucky to catch them on a live stream just this morning, a couple of hours ago, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Harlson Dumb, any developers? I happen to be a developer of sorts. Somewhere along the line of crossing over from amateur into intermediate now, I would say. Certainly not advanced, but I'm hoping to do a little bit more of that as well this in the coming months. John Paul, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Tropical Buzz is another channel from the Stock Explorer where they are going to show us their journey as they plant different types of things and start experimenting with the idea of taking different seeds from around the world or in different areas and planting them in their area. It's something I never considered. This is what I mean as a small example of how I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. It was pointed out the idea that like not everything grows in every area, so even the seeds are not available in every area. I know now we have online ordering and stuff like that, but we have creators like Garden State Gardener, the Stock Explorer, and lots of other creators in the homesteading community able to do seed swaps and things like that, where they're able to get the opportunity to grow different things for themselves that they otherwise might not have been able to, especially just a few years ago. So Palettes, Posts, Perfumes, and Panning is up right now. This is Tracy. This is somebody who's a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who brings us beauty products more than anything else. And they do that in many different ways, including unboxing videos, hauls, reviews, and they mix up the live streams, videos, and even shorts, as you can see. And some of these are starting to get some activity as well. They have featured channels here. This is something I haven't talked about today, but when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels, hopefully, feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel's worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on the audience and the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. And let's spin the wheel. Frasball Collects is coming up. Oh, we looked at Frasball Collects. Forgive me for that. I forgot to take them off the wheel. And let's spin again. We'll get another channel up here. Palettes, Posts, Perfumes, and Panning. We don't have a sub count on right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them along. Hopefully we'll get them over 500 soon enough so that we can see that community tab pop up for this creator. Faye Blatcher's coming up right now. This is another generous, loyal, dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member here, but they always engage conversation with other creators as well. When you are engaging conversation, you're doing a great service for any host, whether it is on a premiere or on a live stream. Women Outdoors, I'm just making a note for myself. I literally make my notes with pen and paper still to this day, but I will make sure that I return that favor of featuring your channel. Actually, maybe if everybody wants, I'll go through that tutorial in another moment here. I'll show you what I'm talking about when it comes to featuring channels on your front page, like Faye Blatcher's got at the bottom of their page here. Now, they also have a shelf for subscriptions, but this is just because they've got their subscriptions public and they added this shelf onto the front page. Featuring channels means you're deliberately trying to do that. I'll show you how to do that in a quick second. Camp Silky has also done that. I might need just a quick second here. I'll be right back. So pardon me for that. And Faye Blatcher, it brings us pure variety, but like I said, they are somebody who is incredibly supportive. I run into them regularly when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams. They do a lot of beauty tutorials as well. 2,430 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can get them moving towards the 2,500 that they're thinking about. Emotion has just walked in the door. They are a talented singer and songwriter. We're going to go and watch a Tiny Desk concert from them in another hour or so. And I'll get the link for that when we get closer. But we've got a long time to go, and I will get as many channels on the screen as I can. So I'm just going to show you how to feature channels on your front page. If you want to mark the time, we are an hour and 16 minutes into episode 381 of Tuber Chat. If you want to watch this back again after. What we do, there's two different ways to get to this area. I'm just adding Klastic TV onto our Wheel of Doom because they happen to be a member. So when we look at our front page and we're logged in, we can click that Customize Channel button, or you can get to it from the left side of your YouTube studio, as you'll see in a moment. And you'll just have to pardon me. The internet always lags while we're streaming, and that's just because we're putting so much pressure on this processor. It's an iMac that I'm working on, but it's only an i5 because it's a base model, and I find that it really chokes the internet and everything else when we're streaming, and the internet's working so hard going in and out at the same time. So once we get inside, you can see this customization tab on the left side of our page. And you've got a lot of different things you can do to dress up the front page of your channel. You can see I use a lot of different things on the Tuber Chat front page, but there's a lot more that YouTube gives us as tools. Now you have two sections that you can use up here at the top. One of them is for a trailer. Anybody who has not already subscribed to your channel that hits the front page will see that. And then you have a featured video for anybody that's already subscribed if they get back to your front page. If anybody hasn't already seen them, by the way, episode 100, 200, and 300 are special editions of Tuber Chat, very much different than what we typically do every day. You will get a 2-hour conversation between myself and Vern's Junk Closet about different tips and tricks you can use for your channels and your videos. So I've made a shelf for that up here because episode 400 is coming up soon. So you can go back and watch those if you'd like to. They're only about 6 months out of date behind each other, so they're still very much relevant. Now, when we look at featured channels, you'll see that Tuber Chat has 4 sections. So at the very bottom of our page, we feature our copyright-free music channel by itself, and it shows up a little bit differently. It's quite a great feature. This is something I recommend to creators with more than one channel. We saw that on the Stock Explorers channel as well. We also have 2 shelves for our members, gold and silver members, and then the rest of our members are together on 2 different sections. We've got a couple of shelves here for shout-out videos that have been made by other creators. One for shout-out videos that are made about Tuber Chat, another shelf for videos that are made where many creators are featured, and Tuber Chat has been included. When I talk about featured channels, I'm talking about this one that we put close to the top of our page here. Now, if you don't already have it, you can click add a section, and you'll see all the different things that YouTube gives us built in that we can use in these different 12 sections that we can add on our front page. If you don't already have a featured channel section, it's right at the bottom here. Once you add that in, you'll find it comes at the bottom of the page, but you can just drag this handle and drag the section up and down wherever you'd like it in the chat. When you're ready to add channels to this area, you just click this Edit Section Contents. You can change the name of this section if you want, and lots of other creators come up with very creative names. On Tuber Chat, I just leave it as featured channels because we talk about this so much. I don't want it to be confusing for anybody while we're here. It's very simple to do. So in this case, I'm going to add Woman Outdoors just by searching, and you'll find that their channel will come up close to the top. Let me just make sure I match the avatar. Woman Outdoors hopefully is going to come up. Woman Outdoors. Oh, they might be struggling with the search results just because their channel has not moved up yet, and it's such a popular name. So I'm going to show you a second way that we should be able to do this. We're going to learn together right now. I'm going to grab the URL for their channel. In the meantime, what I'll do is I will look for Camp Silky. I'm pretty sure we'll find that one easily. When we see the top of the list in search results, we just click this box and they automatically get added to the bottom of our list here. We've got about 150 channels in our featured channels list. So let me get to Woman Outdoors here. We can see when we look for their channel, we also have a bit of a hiccup because YouTube wants to misspell for us and give us different search results for, you know, girl outdoors here and this and that. But once we play with our filters a little bit, we catch them. I'm going to grab the URL for this channel and I'm going to try copying and pasting that in here. There they come. So you can easily find the channel that you need if it doesn't come up in the search results. And again, as soon as I click the box, they're added right under Camp Silky there. I just click done. Very important to click publish, and then our changes will propagate on our front page the next time that we get there. So let's spin the wheel right now. We'll see who's coming up next. In the meantime, maybe I'll just put Woman Outdoors up right now. They were already on the wheel, but since we're talking about their channel, we'll get to them, and then Phenomenal Royalty King will be next. Woman Outdoors right now has 252 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're already halfway on the road towards 300. And then, yeah, Outlaw Creative, it can take a little bit of extra work to try to find people sometimes, including using the YouTube search filters or misspelling and trying different things that way. Woman Outdoors is obviously coming to us, I believe, from the homesteading community. There's much to be learned on this channel, and I'm just going to take your latest video, add that into my catch-up list. That should help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and there's their featured channels list right there with some familiar faces. Hopefully everybody will connect with Woman Outdoors. Now, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, Phenomenal Royalty King is coming up next, but I just want to show you an example of how to find somebody, because when we click on somebody's channel, it doesn't have as much of the same effect as searching, finding, and clicking on them for the algorithm, as you can imagine. That's why we don't drop a lot of links here in Superchat, or at least one of the reasons. When I click on my filters here, I can tell YouTube I only want to find channels that are named Woman Outdoors. If you still have trouble because the channel is so the name is so popular, then you might want to try putting quotes. And if all else fails, you can go to the creator and say, please tell me a word in the title of your most popular video that I can use along with your channel name to find you, and that should usually do it. But you're really helping channels when you search, find, and click on them. So Woman Outdoors is found by looking for simply Woman Outdoors. And again, as you see, hitting the filters here, you can do that on a phone or a computer, making sure that YouTube knows you want a channel, not just the general search results, and they come up first for me. Your YouTube search results might be different than mine because they're somewhat based on geographics, but you should have not too much trouble finding them. But you're really helping them, because over time, when hundreds of people search, find, and click on a channel name, they will rise up the search results. We've seen it happen here in Superchat. And then eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Woman Outdoors or whatever the channel might be. Mama French Girls is still in the house. Good to see you in here again. Thank you very much. And then Phenomenal Royalty King has 271 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. It's been a while since we've had them on the screen, But what I'm going to do is take your latest Happy Sunday Blessings video, add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with you, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Phenomenal Royalty King has been a longtime friend of TuberChat. I'm going to see what I can do about adding some names onto our wheel right now. We'll spin. We'll get one more up here, and then we'll do that. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So next we're looking for emotion. Now here's a perfect example of a channel that is almost impossible to find. So with emotion, it's not enough to just simply look for emotion and have them come up in most cases, because both the word and the channel name are so unbelievably popular. Mary Queen Longman, good to see you here. When I look for emotion, I type in emotion new soul, because what we find when we get to this creator's channel is new soul R&B music. They are a talented singer and songwriter. This is an official artist channel, and that's how we can find those this channel easier. I copied and pasted it into the chat. Forgive me, Garden State Gardener, I've done this twice today. Scratch and PPA had to catch that for me. I was in the middle of a very long speech there. I'll use that as my excuse. I missed your super chat coming through. Garden State Gardener's done that many times. They also happen to be a member, but we're going to get Garden State Gardener up next. I hope I can start getting better at that. It's starting to get a little bit much how many mistakes I'm making here. It's not the mistakes that make me mad, it's the idea of missing things like that, right? This is what I mean. When you make promises on your channel, you have to be able to follow through with that. Thank goodness I have moderators that truly have my back. Scratch and PPA seems to catch just about everything, but you don't want to make it too difficult on your moderators either. You want them to enjoy the stream, not just have to be looking for your mistakes all the time either. But I do appreciate Scratch and PPA catching that. Joe from Garden State Gardener is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They do a lot to help other channels. We'll look at them next. Timmy Ray the King is still here. And now emotion, like I said, is a talented singer and songwriter. We see this Tiny Desk concert coming up right now. I'm actually going to get that ready for myself in another window here. We're going to go and watch this in about an hour. So what will happen is you'll be able to continue meeting new friends and family members the same way that we do here in TuberChat while you're watching the Tiny Desk concert from Emotion, and you'll meet more friends and family members while you're over there. But as well, what we find on this channel, because it is an official artist channel, is the original works from this talented singer and songwriter. And then there's a bit of variety here, a lot of compilations, both in the form of premieres and live streams, and a few reaction videos as well. When we hit their featured channels list, we find the first one listed is Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is where we get a behind the scenes look at the creation of the original works from Emotion, and then as well a great look at the creator behind the channel also. And then they've got a little bit more variety here with reaction videos as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy what you find with Writing with Emotion New Soul. We're going to get a great look at this channel in just another hour, and I will leave TuberChat running right up until the moment that that live stream begins so that we can clean up our connections here as well. Thank you so much, Mary Queen Longman. I really do appreciate the kind words in the chat. I'm glad you feel that way. Clarabelle and family, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat, or if I've missed anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment. Just please mention it again if I did. I'll appreciate your patience. We will get to it the next time around. Garden State Gardener is coming up right now. Now, this is a creator who's got a wild live stream that will happen later tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's called Sunday Fun Day. There's the link that comes up in the search results right there. Joe from Garden State Gardener does an exceptional job of helping other creators connect with each other while running a fun and engaging live stream with giveaways and things like that. The Stock Explorer, I believe, has won seeds in a giveaway from Garden State Gardener. That's kind of what I was alluding to earlier in the idea that we'll see the Stock Explorer on their second channel, Tropical Buzz, bring us a look at how to grow things that otherwise they might not have got their hands on, and that's really cool. It's kind of a collaboration. I know I use that word loosely, but I'm always happy to see creators do things like this. Garden State Gardeners, fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to their channel. They do a great job of promoting others as well. They bring a lot of comedy on their channel in both videos, shorts, and live streams. I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. I'm hoping to catch Sunday Fun Day tonight, and hopefully everybody else will enjoy that as well. Garden State Gardener has 1,620 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. I can't say it enough. Joe from Garden State Gardener is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. If you can make it to Sunday Fun Day tonight, you'll find that they usually have anywhere around 100 people in their live stream, so you can bet it's a wild time. Charlie Grace, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Garden State Gardener, one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. And then, yeah, John Paul, things like that are absolutely unnecessary here. Very much appreciated. I really do appreciate all the different things that people do for Super Chat. You know, we do have Super Chats and memberships available, but again, they're absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. But things like, you know, literally every second that you watch helps. It's good for the algorithm. We all know this. We have creators that come by just to lurk or let the stream run in the background. We have some people who come by just to give a thumbs up. Some creators with more than one account that give two. All of that stuff really helps. And of course, sharing. If you have the ability to share this live stream out, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly, because it helps get more people into Tuber Chat today and could see the stream pushed out a little bit farther by the algorithm, both today and in the coming days and weeks ahead. Garden State Gardeners talking about tonight for Sunday Fun Day, if you want to register for the giveaway, and that video is here. Every time there's a Sunday Fun Day, there's a registration video, because they usually start with a lot of names on the wheel. I'm not sure how many. It's always a big, very full wheel. The same wheel of names that we use here in Tuber Chat, but you'll see, I wonder if I can find one of these things. Let me find here. Look at, here's an example of how that's half as full as the wheel sometimes get for Garden State Gardener. So there's an example of what you might find when you get there. Derek's Journey just dropped a membership on us, am I right? Yes, they just renewed a membership. They've done that before. Thank you for that. What that means is from now on, Derek's Journey will be added onto our wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, but I'm putting them on the wheel right now. Right now we're going to look at professional paranormal research, and I will get some more names for our wheel from our chat list in just another second here. I'm just refreshing a page in the background. Professional paranormal research, this might be just their second time on the screen. Now, I don't have your notification bell on. I forget if that's because we are longtime friends. I started putting bells on for everybody about a year ago, a little bit longer than that. They might have been here before, or it could be something that was just missed or a glitch or something like that. I try to put bells on for every creator every single time I connect, but just like anybody else, I could make a quick slip up there. What I'm going to do is take one of your more popular videos here. I'm just going to add this one into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, or get caught up, make sure I don't fall too much farther behind with your channel. But we're really glad to have you back in the chat today. They've got almost 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that we know that they're thinking about. I'm just going to see what I could do about adding some more names onto our chat list right now. Stealth Sweet Cuisine will come up onto the wheel, as well as Vibes with the Thompson Family. And I'd like to get one more Sweet Pea Sids if they're still here. Inspiration. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels. We still got almost an hour to go. I'm going to get as many channels on the screen as we can. TWTTV is longtime friends of Tuber Chat, Cosmic Cultivators. Good to see you in the house again as well. They're here with us regularly. Derek's Journey's coming up right now. Now, they just got a membership again. They've done that before. I really do appreciate that extra support. What that means is that Derek's Journey will be added onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat from now on. Now, this is a creator who constantly wants to motivate us, usually with fitness, but gives us a great look behind the scenes at their home life and the creator behind the channel as well. You'll see that in a moment. Here on their front page, you see they put a lot of focus on other creators. There's Tuber Chat in a featured channel section, and then when we go into their videos area, we can see that there's a lot of variety on this channel, a lot of fitness videos, but they take their family around and they're constantly on different adventures. They make challenges for other creators as well, and constantly trying to promote healthy living and fitness. So I'm just going to take your Beast Mode Challenge instructions for April and add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. I'm hoping I can catch you on another live stream again sometime in the near future. They mix up all the videos, live streams, and I'm not sure if you've gotten into shorts yet. Forgive me for not knowing. Yeah, shorts are there. I figured that. And some of those are getting some action, which is great as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Derek's Journey. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there. But again, I can't say it enough. They are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I see them out supporting others. I think I even ran into them this morning in the Stock Explorers live stream. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up. Oh, Harlson Dumb, the wheel here, if you're asking Makeup Mom and Son, is about not just how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with other creators. I have a robot that's keeping track of everything called Bottissimo, and I have another window over here in my second screen that you can't see, and I keep that here, and it keeps a list of how active everybody's been along with how long they're here. It has an arbitrary calculation. So when I need names for the wheel, when we get down to 5 or 6, then I start adding from our chat list. And Klastic TV is coming up right now. They happen to be a member. They were added onto the wheel as soon as they got here. And we don't have a sub count on this channel right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. We just want to do all we can to push each other along. Hopefully we'll get Klastic TV towards 500 subscribers soon enough and see that community tab pop up for them as well. And a lot of glitches go on with YouTube. If you find yourself having trouble seeing chats and things like that, I often find that refreshing either the browser or app or device helps. Resetting a device helps almost everything, as a matter of fact. Even when people are watching and can't get into the chat, there's that kind of glitch that happens all the time too. I found over the last week, when I've been bouncing in and out of different people's live streams, that they've buffered. Like, so when I first get into the stream, the chat's rolling, but the screen is just black with the circle. And I don't know why that is. And as soon as I refresh, it starts to work. But that happened multiple times this week. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you when they see that. And if you see somebody say it and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Of course, Chris's Clever Craft will likely be willing to swap playlists, along with Scratch and PPA and lots of other creators here. Chris's Clever Craft is another creator who puts a lot of focus on others, as you can see on their front page here. And then they've actually got a couple of their own other channels. We'll look at those in a moment, but I'm going to switch over to their videos tab. What you find from this creator is that they have got pure variety on their channel. They have a very interesting property. They bring us both indoors and outdoors, sometimes for an unboxing video or a simple talk, sometimes a do-it-yourself video, both indoors and outdoors. They've got an interesting situation going on right now where they're trading some work for a car, which is really, really cool. Now, forgive me for hijacking the opportunity here to make a point about what we can do on YouTube, but if you haven't already considered it, there are things that, you know, a lot of people like on YouTube, and there are a lot of things that not everybody enjoys doing. But you can trade favors with other creators as well for lots of different things. There are creators who are willing to pay each other for things to be done, and there's others willing to trade favors if you find that there's something you enjoy doing that somebody else does not enjoy, like thumbnails, like banners, like SEO, descriptions, tags, even editing videos can be done. So it's a thought, but Chris's Clever Craft has a situation going on right now where they're literally just trading some labor for a car, which is really, really cool. I think that kind of thing happens frequently. I'm glad we get to go with Chris's Clever Craft to see how that's done. Brian Lynn, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another loyal and dedicated supporter and a longtime friend of Superchat there. I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. I can see that it's time for me to add some names to our wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that in a second. Phasmonut is another channel from Chris's Clever Craft where they are bringing us gameplay, particularly in the video game Phasmophobia. And then as well, when we look at the bottom of their front page, they've got the table there. This is another third channel from this creator where hopefully we'll see more content as well. I just want to show you how these look. When you have these featured channel sections, you often see them listed the way you see here with Two Pineapples, Tuberchat, Scratch and Pete, Commander Vlogs, and Ridge Life. But when you put something by itself on a featured channels list on your page like this, we have one similarly on the Tuberchat front page where we have our copyright-free music channel. That can be really, really beneficial just because you see the highlight that that section gets with a full description and everything else. So hopefully everybody will consider that, especially if you have a second channel. I try to recommend for creators to put their second channel at the bottom of their front page. Sweet Pea Sid's Inspiration is coming up right now. We'll have a look at this channel for what I believe is the very first time, and I'm overdue now for getting names onto our wheel from our chat list, so we'll do that in another second. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. And we're looking at Sweet Pea Sid's Inspiration right now. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video here, this 10-minute one. I am going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I've got Anubis Black Games on the wheel now. Forgive me, I should have put you earlier today. And Life Coaching with Tammy is on there. Outgoing Azzy has also been added to the wheel. And I believe we just saw Intro to Mills Entertainment in the house, and that happens to be another official artist channel, so it's good to see you here. Life Coaching with Tammy, we're going to have a look at your channel right this second and see what's happening with you today. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but I'm going to take your latest video, the values of vulnerability. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with your channel, learn your content better, and the idea, of course, is that every time you're here, hopefully over time I get to know your channel better, your content as weeks go on, and eventually maybe the creator behind the channel, so that I can feature you better and have a better story to tell every time that you're here. So Life Coaching Coaching with Tammy, obviously, is a certified life coach. They are going to bring us positivity and motivation. They've got 24 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 25 or 30 that they're thinking about right now. If anybody has the ability to share this live stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this live stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead. We're just going to take another break. We're going to be back in another 3 minutes. We're going to look at vibes with the Thompson family. All right, we're back. We're looking at vibes with the Thompson family. And I think Lele Scratcher Lottery just walked in the door. I've got you on the wheel. There's something somebody said right when we went on break. I'm going to see if I can catch that again. Thank you, Harlson Dumb. I put a lot of new names onto the wheel. Mary Queen Longman has been added, Rusty's Rambles, Clarabelle and Family, and Paralife TV is there. And we will look for more channels to add to the wheel in another moment. when we get back down to 5 or 6 again. I'm going to start moving faster through channels because we've got just over a half an hour to go, and then we're going to go and watch a live stream from our dear friend Emotion, a talented singer and songwriter. Cali King 916, not sure if I welcomed you, but good to see you here. Jotty TV still in the house. Thank you, Chris's Clever Craft. And Vibes with the Thompson family right now has 1,230 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. Panama City, thank you for coming back in. Vibes with the Thompson family is extremely supportive. I see them when I bounce in between premieres and live streams. I run into them regularly supporting other creators, and they are fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to their channel. I don't want to fall too far behind with your channel. I'm just going to set the reminder for your premiere, and I'm going to get your ice cream challenge video. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Oh, for the love of goodness, my dear Lord. Yeah, thank you. What a long speech. I don't even remember what I said now. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I was going on and on about my voice being scratchy again. I think I missed the entire time talking about Vibes with the Thompson family. We'll come back to Outgoing Azzy in a second. Thank you to all the moderators for letting me know that I was muted again. I don't know why on earth. I can't stop doing that. Makeup Mom and Son even tried to remind me earlier today, but that's okay. So, Vibes with the Thompson family is an extremely supportive channel, and I run into them regularly when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself in other supporting other channels. I had set the reminder on your premiere. I've just added your ice cream challenge video into my catch-up list as well, so I can get caught up with your channel and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Vibes with the Thompson family has been longtime friends of Superchat, and I run into them regularly when I bounce in between premieres and live streams supporting others, so hopefully y'all enjoy that support coming back to you as well. Yeah, Michael's Adventures, I'm on the honey every day. I've got it at work and I've got it at home, but I think it's the mix of different garbage that I drink. I'm still drinking way too much diet soda, and if I ever fix that, maybe that will be cultivators. I've done it so many times. And then yeah, I keep the honey right beside, actually at home I keep it right beside the toaster, like right, on our counter. It's a big counter that we have, luckily, in the place that we are right now. At work it's a really tiny place, but it's where I prepare the food. It's right there, so I never forget to take it. I don't put it away in a cupboard or anything like that. Michael's Adventures was on me about local honey for a long time. It took me forever to understand. I think it's Makeup Mom and Son who clarified the idea that it's supposed to be honey that's very close to you. I got some when I was in Ottawa. It's about 6 hours away. I know I should be getting stuff from Niagara, but I got these 2 big jars of local honey, and I literally just take a spoonful of it every single day. I'll get some better stuff later. Outgoing Azzy is in the house with 4,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 4,900 that they're thinking about. And Outgoing Azzy is always very energetic. They're motivating. They're inspiring to others. They're always pushing. They've got a lot of excitement. They share that everywhere they go, especially here in the Tuber Chat live streams, for which I'm grateful. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Outgoing Azzy. They also show generosity in sharing videos, especially on their community tab for other creators, so I hope you'll enjoy that from them as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and we will see what is happening with Anubis Black Games. Now, this is a creator. They were actually here yesterday, but we didn't get around to their channel. One of the things you always have to remember here in Tuber Chat is that the robot that I use to keep track of everybody and to determine the order in which channels get added onto the wheel on the screen is not just based on how long you're here. It's based on how much you're interacting with other creators. Now, I know not everybody can be here for 2.5 hours just because it's convenient for me to stream at this time, and I appreciate every moment everybody spends. But it's a mix, like I said, of how much you're interacting with other creators as well as how long you're here as well. Yes, Outlaw Creative, we absolutely should. Hopefully everybody has some patience. I know the world is getting to be quite a intense place. I try to keep that in mind, especially when it comes to traffic. You know, it's very common to, let's say, be driving, and, you know, I've had my share of road rage, if you want to call it that, and stuff. But, you know, you're driving and somebody makes a simple mistake. They thought they were going right. They're going to turn left. Their signal's on or not on or whatever it is. And, you know, a lot of people are inclined to like, what an idiot. It's like, well, they're not necessarily an idiot. They just forgot to turn the signal off or put it on or whatever it's going to be. We can just chill a little bit. But yes, I think everybody can be a little more forgiving to others. We hit 100 likes. Thank you, Michael's Adventures. Thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. They really do help. I appreciate it. If you haven't already given one, I hope you will. Anubis Black Games, extremely supportive. They're here with us frequently in Tuber Chat. They've got a second channel. I'm going to show it to you in a quick second. I'm just going to take their latest video, add it into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. They've got 60 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 70 they'll be thinking about. They've got a newer channel here, Anubis Black Films, and hopefully everybody will support them here as well. We'd love to get them rolling on the road to the first 100. We know that the first 100 is more challenging than ever for newer creators, but we have so much of a big support system, not just in Tuber Chat, but in a lot of different communities that spider far out from us as well. Lots of creators willing to help, so we see creators growing and passing milestones and getting monetized all the time. And Stealth Sweet Cuisine is up here right now, another longtime friend of Tuber Chat, a very loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. I see you've got a new video here. I'm just going to take this and add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind with you. Stealth Sweet Cuisine is getting close to 1,100 subscribers. Hope we can push them a little bit farther. They are bringing us delicious-looking content, and I really enjoy a lot of the cooking channels and baking channels and healthy living, because they are showing us a real-world look at the things that they're making for themselves, for their friends, for their families around the world in different places. And I find it interesting to see creators bringing us their favorite dishes. I'm no better cook than anybody else. I can cook to save my life, and that's about it. Nothing I make is exotic or anything like that. You know, I can put chicken in an oven for 45 minutes, and that's it. But when we see other creators who really understand how to put things together without the world's best equipment, like some of the television shows might have, or without an unlimited supply of spices and ingredients in the pantry and things like that, I think that's what draws me to it the most. We're very lucky to have a large number of cooking, healthy eating, and healthy living channels here in the Tuber Chat family. Stealth Sweet Cuisine has been with us for a long time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. John Paul is going to be coming up. They're actually not too far from me in Ontario, Canada, and if I understand right, they might only actually be under a couple of hours away. They've talked about the idea of possibly putting together a meetup, if I understood right. John Paul has 1,220 subscribers. They're an 8-year veteran of YouTube. They are fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but what I'm going to do is take your 8-year celebration live stream, and I'm going to add that replay into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with your content and get to know your channel a little bit better. And yes, outgoing Azzy, like the famous chef Gordon Ramsay. Now, we watch a lot of cooking television shows in our home as well. Kristen and Kira very much like that. Kristen's the kind of person who can cook anything, and it is like, you know, I don't want to discount it, but say like restaurant quality, let's say. She understands how the spices and different ingredients work together to change the taste and texture of dishes and things like that, far way beyond my own understanding. So I'm very lucky because, you know, when she cooks, which is 99% of the time, she's making things that are spectacular all the time, whereas I just make the basics, if at all, right? But when we have cooks like Gordon Ramsay and these other, you know, there's hundreds, if not thousands of them now, world-class chefs that have been featured on television shows and these different contests and things, it's different because they have the world's best equipment at their fingertips at all times. They have unlimited pantries. You know, some of the shows look like they're in grocery stores where, you know, you've got almost cases of ingredients that you can use. It's unlimited. You can't run out and things like that. I know there's challenges where they limit them and stuff like that, but I'm sure you get what I mean. So I really enjoy a lot of these cooking channels. Let me have a quick look at Rusty's Rambles here. Now, this is a channel that is brand new to Tuber Chat today. I don't watch videos while I subscribe or live stream, but what I'm going to do, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take your latest rocket stove video here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this rocket stove review video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. Are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Akazua's Tasty Recipe is in the house. Thank you for being here again. And they have a cooking channel, for instance. We have quite a few in the Tuber Chat family. There's a lot of cooking, a lot of baking, and a lot of healthy eating and healthy living channels as well. They're not all the same. Some people are making comfort food. Some people are making southern food. Some people are making foods from different parts of the world that somebody like me might not always see. You know, I'm in Canada. We have our typical things. Luckily, it's a multicultural area. But here on YouTube, I've learned so much from a lot of the different cooking channels or creators that provide cooking videos because some of the things that they're making are typical for them, not necessarily for everybody, which is understandable, I'm sure. So Rusty's Rambles is here. I've connected with this creator. Hopefully they're going to connect with Tuber Chat as well and be back to see us again. I'm just spinning the wheel. My peaceful moment. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Clarabelle and Family is going to be up next. If anybody in the house wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Clarabelle and Family, of course, is a channel that's getting a little bit of help with their presentation, but they do have dynamic videos, very energetic creator, of course, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time now. They've got 288 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. We can see they're mixing up the shorts and videos, and their shorts are all getting some heavy-hitting results there as well, which is great to see. So I'm going to see what I can do about adding some more names onto our wheel from our chat list in a second. Window Beer Review Thomas, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I've just added AceFlaw1, Jotty TV, and TWT TV. Michael's Adventures is willing to swap playlists, and I see that Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is in the house. We'll get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a moderator and a member. Makeup Mom and Son's actually been in the pole position for quite some time. TWT TV is really a dynamic family of creators, and they bring us pure variety on their channel. They've got a premiere ready to go today in another hour or so. Now, half an hour from now, we're going to take off and go and watch a Tiny Desk concert from Emotion, but he usually runs his live streams either half an hour, something like that. I don't know what to expect for today, but we will have brand new content from TWT TV right after that as well. Jotty TV, my pleasure having you on the screen, on the wheel. I know it takes a long time these days, but the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. We just prioritize members. They get onto the wheel as soon as they're here, and super chats get added to the screen right away. So I'm setting the reminder for your premiere here, TWT TV. They've got 948 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,000. They're officially on the road. They're almost halfway there from 900. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is on the wheel now, and I'll spin. And I just want to show you a second channel from TWT TV. This is Little Red and Bunny Tracks. On this channel, we get music videos from the same creators behind TWT TV. And these are longtime friends of Superchat, loyal and dedicated supporters to say the least. Hopefully you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. Let's spin the wheel. We have got Mary Queen Longman coming up right now. 1,100 subscribers. They're actually got that nice and locked in. It looks like they're moving towards 1,200 already. They've got pure variety on their channel. As you can see, they say from their banner, faith, lifestyle, food, vlogs, and more. And you can see the variety on their front page. They've got their subscriptions public. They've got a lot of playlists which can be really helpful in categorizing your content for viewers. And then as well, they're doing a lot of shorts. Hopefully you start getting some action on those. And I'm just going to take your latest uploads or your latest video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. I'm going to start moving faster through channels now. We want to try to get to as many as we possibly can before we head over to Emotion for a Tiny Desk concert of his original works. It'll be a compilation of New Soul R&B music videos. We'll see what's happening with Paralife TV. Life is a Paraplegic here. This is an interesting channel where we get to learn their perspective on different parts of life, and they also bring us how-to videos as well. So there's a lot to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. Sorry, I missed that live stream. I'm going to take this skiing with a spinal cord injury video. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And then thank you, Cosmic Cultivators. I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Hopefully we'll see you again shortly. Tomorrow we're back 3 hours earlier than today. My peaceful moment is on the wheel right now. I will spin and we'll get another channel up in another couple of moments here. I'll drop the link for the live stream. We're going to go and raid in another 5 minutes or so. AceFlaw1 is here right now after 381 episodes of Tuber Chat. AceFlaw1's actually been connected to me for about 2.5 years, an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter. Cosmic Cultivators. Forgive me for not remembering if we looked at your channel today or if it was yesterday. The days start to blend into each other for me. When we have creators that are here just about every day, I often make the mistake of putting people up twice. I certainly don't want to miss anybody. Michael's Adventures is going to be grilling up some steaks in a couple of hours. That'll be very cool. He does that often, as a matter of fact. And then AceFlaw1 has 3,500 subscribers right now. They're actually climbing nicely towards the 3,600 milestone. Pardon me. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone today. AceFlaw1 brings us more travel videos than anything else. They will be willing to swap playlists with other creators for sure. And like I said, Andy has been with me probably for 2.5 years and supporting on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. Hopefully you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back from you or for you when you connect with them. I'm just going to spin the wheel right now. It looks like it's going to be Cosmic Cultivators right now. Rusty's Rambles, yes. When we see the cooking channels, I start to get hungry a little bit when I see some of the things that they've got in their thumbnails. But Michael's Adventures often grill steaks, and I just happen to know that he's a dear friend and has been for a long time. Facing Reality, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Sam's Logs Trains and More is never tired of steak, they say. Cosmic Cultivators has 1,130 subscribers. We didn't look at this channel yet today, so it's perfect timing for us to be able to get them up right now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm still getting to know their content. Pardon me. They're mixing up the live streams and videos, and we can see that they've got a lot of playlists here, which is really cool. This can be a great way to categorize your content for viewers when they eventually hit your front page or find a link to your playlist. They can binge watch a lot of the different stuff that they enjoy, not much different than when we would binge watch a television show on Netflix or something like that. You can find very often that people will be willing to do that with your content. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Cosmic Cultivators. They've been with Tuber Chat for a little while now. I think they've been here every day since finding us. And so we'll be looking forward to much more from this channel. I'm just going to look for something else. I'm going to take a Shed Wars video here, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get to know your content a little bit better. And again, the stories that I tell get better as time goes on. Hopefully, the more and more creators are here. We've got a lot of creators here in the Tuber Chat family that have been with us for almost 2 years now. Tuber Chat started live streaming almost 2 years ago. We're coming up on our 2-year anniversary in another month or so. And there's a lot of creators who've been with us for about 6 months before that, when we started with the idea of Tuber Chat and building it up for about 4 months before we started live streaming. So Jotty TV is here. This is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your travel vlog video. I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this travel vlog video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I'm spinning the wheel right now. Patty's Southern Kitchen and More. I don't think we put your channel on the wheel yet today. I'm going to do it right this second. We're going to get Sam's Logs Trains and More up there, and then I'm going to add a couple of more names to our wheel right now. Patty's Southern Kitchen and More is coming up. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has a lot more to their channel than trains, as you can imagine. This is a creator who shows generosity in all the typical ways that you can on YouTube and goes over and above, of course. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't already been added onto the screen or the wheel, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll make sure I get you added right now. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for Emotions live stream that's coming up. We're going to go and raid them after. When I say raid next, I'll pin that link and then I'll drop it a couple of more times as we get closer. I will leave this live stream running right up until the moment that their live stream begins so that we can clean up our connections here, but you will be able to meet more friends and family members over with Emotion while we listen to their Tiny Desk concert. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people in right this second, but could see this stream pushed out in the coming days and weeks ahead as well. Peacekeeper, good to see you in the house. I'm going to get you right onto our wheel. And again, if anybody's listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please be active in the chat. We'll get you on right now. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is posting frequently, so I'm just going to take your latest video and add this into my catch-up list. But Sam's Vlogs Trains and More brings us train videos, sometimes at stations, sometimes the trains themselves, sometimes indoor, sometimes outdoor, sometimes for a look around, and sometimes for a ride, which is really cool. So we'll start sketching. Got you on the wheel right away. Thank you for coming back in. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is getting close to 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther right now. Like I said, this is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They're here as a member and a moderator, and they're fully monetized. You can see here that they have lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. You'll also find vlogs here, sometimes an unboxing video or a review, and then random live streams. Sam's somebody who hops in on other StreamYard panels as well, and sometimes does a live stream specifically for the purpose of connecting the same way that we do here in Superchat, so you'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there. Facing Reality, we started about 2 hours ago. And we've still got another just over 10 minutes, and then we're going to go over to Emotion, Raid, and we will see a Tiny Desk concert from our talented singer and songwriter friend. Lele Scratcher Lottery. Let's get you up on the screen as well. I added them onto the wheel as soon as I saw them because they happen to be a member. Patty Southern Kitchen and More, thank you so much for the share. I really do appreciate that. Lele Scratcher Lottery is coming up right now, and I'm going to get Akasua's Tasty Recipe onto our wheel. Lele Scratcher Lottery, of course, comes to us from the lottery ticket scratching genre and community of channels. No, Makeup Mom and Son, the wheel loves you. It's got you in the pole position for hours today, it seems. Lele Scratcher Lottery is mixing up the videos and the shorts, and what we find from a lot of the creators in the lottery ticket scratching genre and community is that they are very supportive creators, not just with themselves and their own community, but spidering out. We have a lot of lottery ticket scratching channels here in the chat as well, and they're here frequently. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lele Scratcher Lottery. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Hopefully we'll see some new content. Now, I don't watch a lot of shorts. I'm typically not on a phone, and I haven't found an efficient way to sit there and watch a lot of shorts to start getting to know what people are doing. But forgive me for not being sure when these have been posted. That's the thing, right? Shorts don't have a timestamp right here the way that I look at them while we're on TuberChat. Whereas here we see your uploads in longer form videos that it's been a little while. So hopefully we'll see some more content from this creator soon enough. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel. Brian Lynn, forgive me for not getting you onto the wheel yet. I'm going to start rifling through channels, just about 1 minute per channel right now, because we want to get everybody on if we can before we get over to Emotion for that Tiny Desk concert. Akasua's Tasty Recipe was here once before, but this is the first time that we're getting them onto our screen. So hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. And they've got over 3,000 subscribers right now, with actually about 3,150. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 3,200 that they're going to be thinking about. They're already halfway there. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is go through your delicious looking content here. I'm going to see if I can find a video that's a little bit longer. Most of your videos are around 5 minutes or shorter, and you've got a lot of shorts videos here as well, I can see. I'm going to take this 7-minute video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I've just dropped the link again for Emotions live stream. Anybody can hop over there anytime that you'd like. Their live chat is already running, of course, and we will go over there together in 10 minutes and raid at the same time. Right now, we're going to look at Soulstar Sketchin', and we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. It's been a little while since we've had you on the screen, but it's great to have you back. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And I'm just going to take your featured video here, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too much farther behind. We can see that they're on the road towards 2,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Soulstar Sketchin' has been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel going up on the screen in another second here. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Woman Outdoors, we already looked at. I forgot to take them off the wheel earlier. Let's spin one more time. And we'll see what's happening with Makeup Mom and Son. This creator is here. They've been in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom for well over an hour. Feels like an hour and a half, maybe even almost 2 hours. Makeup Mom and Son is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She happens to be here both as a moderator and a gold member. So we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Makeup Mom and Son has 1,160 subscribers or so right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that she's thinking about. I can see I'm falling behind the last few videos. I'm just going to take your Single Cup Club coffee subscription and add that into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with that video. Next week, her interview series is expected to continue. Makeup Mom and Son brings us pure variety on her channel. There are a lot of beauty videos. Sometimes she does reviews or unboxings or hauls or things like that, but lots of other challenges and reviews of different products as well. She also does collaborations with other creators. She's been known to do random live streams that go on for hours and have lots of different guests that come in on StreamYard. She also goes on other people's panels as well. But the interview series is something that's very notable, and almost every week she features a different creator. Some you recognize, some you'll be introduced to for the first time. I've been honored to have been a part of that interview series as well. She's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. And like I said, she's an incredibly generous, loyal, dedicated supporter and has been a dear friend for a very long time. Peacekeeper is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Facing Reality, forgive me, I didn't put you on the wheel until now, but you're there now. Peacekeeper's coming up. They're another extremely supportive creator. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing there. We got to make sure we've got the right channel, and by matching the avatar, we can make sure that's the case. Peacekeeper is an incredibly popular name for a channel, but if you get this colorful avatar here, you'll catch them. They've got 180 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit closer towards the 200 that they're thinking about. They are mixing up the streams, videos, and shorts, as you can see, which is great to see. They've got a few featured channels as well, which is great to see. And Peacekeepers, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's been a long-time friend of Tuberchat. And then that's okay, Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. I appreciate every moment everybody spends, even if you're in the background, even if you're just coming by to thumbs up, and every second matters. We know that, right? Every interaction as well. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. What I'm going to ask you for as well is I'm dropping the link one more time for Emotions live stream. We're going to go and raid. I hope everybody will come over there. You can head over there right now if you'd like to, or we'll all go over there in 5 minutes together. Please say Tuberchat raid when you get there. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give Emotion a thumbs up on the way in. And I'll be over there as well. I'll leave this live stream running right up until that live stream starts running as well. There's a link for Emotion right there because he happens to be a gold member as well as a moderator here. Facing Reality has 899 subscribers. This is an incredibly supportive creator who spreads positivity, motivation, and does it in a fun way both on their channel and everywhere that they go. They always engage conversation here. They're somebody who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share information and lessons learned along the way so that everybody can benefit. And for that, I'm grateful. Facing Reality's been a longtime friend of Tuberchat, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to push them a little bit farther than the 900 that they're thinking about right now. Get them officially on the road to 1K and get that 900 locked in so that they don't slip below. Facing Reality, like I said, is incredibly supportive as well as motivating, and they do engage conversation regularly everywhere that they go. I run into them frequently. I've got my reminders on for your next 2 premieres. One of those is coming up tomorrow morning, as it usually does, right around the same time Tuberchat starts. So we have brand new content to see every Monday from Facing Reality. Pardon me. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here. And I'll drop the link again for the raid momentarily, but it is pinned to the chat so you can get over there. That was Patty's Southern Kitchen and More. And we'll see what they got going on here. 634 videos, but we don't have a sub count, so that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, or 10, or 50, or 100, or 1,000, or even more. And we could see that Patty's Southern Kitchen and More is bringing us not just delicious looking content in the food that they have, but also these haul videos as well. They're kind of showing us kind of things that we can do to both save money and meal prep. And then as well, they're mixing up the shorts videos and getting some action on those as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Patty's Southern Kitchen and More and push them a little bit farther. We know they're over 500 because they've got that community tab. We're going to spin the wheel again and get another channel up here. Brian Lynn is coming up, another extremely supportive creator. I run into them regularly with Angel Light Over Darkness 33. We'll see what Brian Lynn's got going on their channel right now. And with 761 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. They've been a longtime friend of Tuberchat, and like I said, I run into them regularly. They are mixing up, obviously, the shorts along with videos and live streams. I'm behind with you, so I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too much farther behind. It's great to have you in the chat. I know it's been a little while, and like I said, Brian Lynn's been a loyal and dedicated supporter and friend of Tuberchat for a long time. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get my peaceful moment up on the screen. That'll be the last channel that we're looking at for today, but I will leave this live stream running for an extra couple of minutes so that you can clean up your connections here and then come over to Emotion, raid that channel, and you'll meet more friends and family members over there. Please remember to give us a thumbs up on the way out, give Emotion a thumbs up on the way in, and thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment that everybody is here. Tuber Chat's always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones, but tomorrow we'll be here 3 hours earlier than today at our usual Monday time. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you with Emotion. Bye-bye.